I make roses. She taught me how to make roses. She taught me things she didn't even know I was listening to. I thought TV shows were called What's Names till I was 5. She taught me an icing. Ready roll, not fondant, because fondant is the American word. Not royal icing. It's the wrong texture. Royal icing isn't better than other types of icing. It's just called that because of Queen Victoria's wedding cake. It's funny how many times when a child asks why, the answer is basically Victorians. It's funny how, as a child, I had a sort of link to that period of history. A link based on the present I was given, but that was used more by everyone else. A present I have rejected and replaced with something I selected for myself. Something she won't get to hear now. She taught me how to make roses. Traditionally, the matriarch finds their craft niche and multiplies. For some, it's knitting. For her, cakes. And sewing and flower arranging and cooking, none of which interested me as a child, all of which I wish I'd listened to more now, because if I'd had those years of practice... But yes, her cakes. Hers were fruitcakes, often with a layer of marzipan, rectangular with ridged white icing like a field of snow, sweetly piped borders, plastic pics declaring Happy Christmas or birthday or anniversary, icing letters piped onto stencils drawn on greaseproof paper lying drying in the fridge, don't touch, and roses. I still make roses. I make them out of habit. I make them with idle fingers. I don't put them on cakes. I make them out of sticky tack, cheese wax, anything I can fiddle with. And it hurts more than a little, because for that moment I'm in our kitchen with those white and wood effect cupboards that I swear everyone in the 90s had, but I can't imagine anyone actually liked. And my little chubby fingers are copying yours with your pointed, unpainted nails and your smell of lavender and lilac and face powder caught between your wrinkles. But I'm not the same person you made roses with, because that person was barely a person, and I know logically that there was always going to be a point where I would continue to change and grow and exist and you would not, and I know that all I can do is hypothesize how you would have felt about me becoming the person I am, because you loved your God, and some people think your God doesn't love people like me, but I never saw you express a hateful thought in your life, but I was blinkered, and now I wonder if you were too. I send out prayers like postcards to the gods I love and hope one of them reaches you, just to tell you. I'm learning. I'm changing. I bought a sewing machine and I'm not completely terrible with it. I still write poems. I make cakes. They're not rectangular and they don't have fruit in, and I don't pipe borders. I don't put roses on them. But I still make roses. I still make roses.